going to actually rank every single Godzilla project that is known to man, at least in my knowledge. There might be a few more, except for upcoming ones, so already came out, and so on and so forth. We're going to start with the anime trilogy. I got S through F and did not watch. I have not watched the anime trilogy at all. I know what happens in the anime trilogy, but I have not watched the anime trilogy. Now, we do have a few of the shows. This is actually a second picture of Singular Point. Did not need to put that in there. I can take that out. It don't matter. Alright, so we do have 3 Godzilla TV shows. I know there's more on the way. There's more going to happen, and probably a few I don't know of. But these are the 2 I mainly know of, and these are the 2 I grew up with, in a way. So now, Godzilla the show, based off the 89 Godzilla. I love the show. I grew up on it. So I'm going to put it in B tier. Is it the best? No, it's not the best. Singular Point. This one, I rewatched it and I was like, holy crap, this show is really a really good show. So I'm going to put it in A tier. Now, granted, that's not going to stay permanent. It's not going to, like, be top A tier. No, absolutely not. Now, Monarch Legacy Monsters Season 1, it was pretty good. I was like, okay, this is a good start. Was it a good season? Not really, but it was a good start, definitely. So I will put it in probably D tier. Now we're actually getting into the actual movies. We're literally starting from the very first one to the very most recent one, being the New Empire and stuff. So, the first Godzilla movie, I have to put it in S tier, just for the mere fact that it started it all, and it's just, I don't know, that it's good. It's a very good movie. Now, Godzilla Raids Again. This one is a little interesting. I've only watched this maybe a few times. It's just really, really weird. I wish they would have done something different in a way. I get that you were just starting, but if they could have done something different to reintroduce the Godzilla instead of just saying, oh yeah, there's just another Godzilla out there. I don't very much so agree with it. It was good, but it wasn't amazing. Now, this one I am very low on, just from the mere fact that they did Godzilla dirty and he lost to a giant ape that had electrical powers because of a lightning storm. I don't agree with it at all. So yes, King Kong versus Godzilla. Godzilla's supposed to be the hero, not King Kong, if you know what I mean. Don't really like it. Was it the best? No. So I'm putting it in D tier. Yeah, that's just straightforward. So now you have Godzilla versus Mothra. This one introduces Mothra. This one very much so introduces her as an ally and as a foe for Godzilla, which is a very common theme for the next, 50 plus years. So it's very, very big. I will put this in C tier, but not super, super high. Now, Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. This one is a good one. It is a very, very big, yes, low-level fight, but it introduces Ghidorah, which is super major, so I'm putting it in C tier. Now, Invasion of the Astro Monster. Generally, this one is pretty awesome. This one's actually great because they introduces you to the aliens, like truly introduces you to aliens being an actual thing. Taking Godzilla and Rodan to the moon to fight Ghidorah, that's awesome. So I'm putting it in B tier. Then you have Godzilla vs. Ibra. Yeah, I'm sorry, this movie is just like, I kind of get what they were going for, but it's just weird. It doesn't really take place anywhere like adjacent to where the original movies take place in a way, and it's just changed the tone of Godzilla completely. It was just weird. And then not including the scene where they start playing toss. It's just like, yeah, no. I'm putting it in D tier. I'm not putting it in F tier. There's a few I'm putting in F tier, but not this one specifically. Son of Godzilla is another one of those, and it is Mila, but Mila's like the worst baby Godzilla out there, and I hate saying it, but he is, and it's like, seriously, come on. Like, no, I'm putting it in D tier. Now, Destroy All Monsters. This one's a good one. It honestly is. I'm not going to put it above B tier, but it's a good one because it introduces how strong this Ghidorah version was and how much like low-level monsters it took, plus Godzilla and Rodan and Mothra, it took to take out a singular beast. So I would have put it in C tier, but it's not the best. Remember, this is personally my opinion and stuff. Now, this one is the first F tier, absolutely. Godzilla's Revenge made no sense. It was a kid's dream. Seriously? That's just like, okay, you've lost everything. Like, what are you doing? And then you introduce a radiated frog that has electrical abilities. Just no. Just no. Just no. Now, Godzilla vs. Hedorah is like the same thing. I get people love Hedorah, but it's like, it's a pollution monster. Now, in modern day, oh yeah, you could totally do something amazing with this because actual pollution is actually on the rise. So this makes a lot of sense for like modern, but then not really. So I'm going to put it in F tier. It's not that I don't like the movie. It's just, no. It's just, it don't work for me anymore in a way. This one I am very biased against. I love this one. And this is also one of those points where it's like very conflicting. Is Ghidorah strong or is he very weak? Because this also introduces Ghidorah, but a very weakened Ghidorah. It's a very weak Ghidorah because it was able to fight Anguirus, and Anguirus almost beat him. And it's kind of like, not so much. It's also got a decent story, so I'll put it in B, but it's not one of the bests. It's still good, but it's not one of the best. Now, this one's a little bit different. It is Godzilla versus Megalon. Now, my only problem with this movie is Megalon really isn't the big bad guy. If you ever notice, Gigan is never in his own movie about him. Yes, that was Godzilla versus Gigan just a second ago, and it was Godzilla fighting Gigan, but in this one, it's a tag team match. It's Godzilla and Jet Jaguar versus Megalon and Gigan. Why? Why can't it just be Megalon? That would make a lot more sense if it was just Godzilla versus Megalon. So I will put it probably in D tier, but there's nothing terrible. Like, these are all very short, close margins, but it's just, no, it don't help. Now, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. This one was, like, revolutionary because it introduced Mechagodzilla. Like, this is just a huge point in the Godzilla franchise, so I will put it in B tier. Now, I like this is one that's going to go right into A tier. Here's the thing. I'm putting Terror Mechagodzilla in A tier because this movie was just like amazing. The story was great. Them adding just every part of it was great, and I generally love the movie. It is a great movie. And that's the end of the Showa era. Yes, most of them are in D tier, and that's probably actually how I'd rank them in D tier. Actually, no, we're gonna move this around. We're gonna move that there. I just don't agree with it. I'm putting that as the worst one. Ibra is a little worse, but Megalon's definitely the best one of the two. Best one of the D tier. I absolutely love it. I move some things around really quickly. But I will put this ahead of everything else. And probably the same with Gigan over here. So yeah, this is kind of what I'm thinking right now. It's really good. So let's go into the Heisei series era. Now this one is my personal favorite era. This is what I grew up on. This was my thing my dad showed me that I fell in love with. This is like my favorite Godzilla design. Favorite story for Godzilla. I loved it. Now, Return of Godzilla, right? It's the Return of Godzilla. It's big. So I'm going to put it in C tier, but I'm going to put it, I think, higher C tier. Like, much higher C tier. Because it's a really good movie. It introduces you to the Super X's and stuff, and it introduces you to this new Godzilla. Then you have Godzilla vs. Biollante. Now, a personal favorite of mine. Like, this movie was just, when I saw it for the first ever time, I was like, this is amazing. Like, this is like, hallelujah. So I'm putting an A tier, very high A tier. Like, top A tier. It is just one of my favorite things ever. And I could watch that movie over and over again. Now, Godzilla vs. Ghidorah, it's a great movie. I'm going to put it in A tier, but it's low A tier. Now, Godzilla and Mothra Battle for Earth is honestly generally a very good movie. It's very good. and it does introduce some things there. It's like, yeah, this shows you how strong this Godzilla is. So I will put it in B tier, but I'm gonna put it like mid B tier. So not like anything super major. It's like right behind Godzilla vs. Gigan, because Gigan was just really big for me, and it really was like, holy crap, this is just a good movie. Both of them are good movies, but this one's just hit spot for me. Now, two of these next three, I'm extremely biased about. I love them more than any other Godzilla movie, and those being Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, and then Godzilla vs. Destroyer. I am like the highest on Destroy. Oh my goodness, that movie was amazing. I loved that movie so much. I could, like I said, I could sit down and watch that movie over and over again and enjoy it every single time. It just was like the pinnacle of Godzilla at the time. That's why I love it very, very much. So then Space Godzilla, we're going to put it in A tier, right above Godzilla versus Ghidorah, just for the mere fact that it is an amazing movie, and we're actually gonna put this above Terra Godzilla. Well, okay, move. Yeah, there you go. Move. Thank you. Yeah, let's put that right there. It's above Terra Godzilla, but it's not the best of the A tier, but it is amazing. And generally, a big reason why I'm putting it up there now is because Space Godzilla is going to be in Supernova, so I'm excited. That's going to make it even better. So next ones would be Godzilla 2000. Now, Godzilla 2000, honestly, great movie. When I watched it the first ever time, I enjoyed it. I liked looking at the DVD scene, like the very beginning of him in the city, where it's like very, very fake, but just the menu scene was great. So I will put this in B tier, just for the mere fact that the entire movie was just a really good movie. Now, Giant Monsters All Out Attack. This has grown on me. I did not like it at first, but now it's actually starting to grow on me. I do like it. I'm going to put it probably semi-high C tier. Is it the best movie? Probably not, but it's high C tier. Definitely, because I do like it a lot. Now, against Mechagodzilla and Tokyo SOS, I loved both of them. I honestly think Kiryu is one of the best Mechagodzillas we've had, and it was honestly one of the coolest things ever to basically have Mechagodzilla start destroying the city instead of Godzilla. It's very interesting. So I'll put against Mechagodzilla, kind of high C tier, but not like super high C tier. I messed up the C tier big time. Why aren't you going up? Can you please go up? Okay, I'll just leave it there. But yeah, it's still like very high C tier, in my opinion. I did not want to move that. Whatever. Okay, that'll do. That'll do for now. And then you have Godzilla Tokyo SOS, which I am putting in B tier. I have nothing against it. I'm definitely putting 2000 below it, but it is still an amazing movie. I love it a lot. Now this one is going to hit people a lot. I don't like Final Wars that much, so I'm putting it in D tier. Like I wouldn't say it's as low as Raid Again and stuff, but it's very, very low on my D tier. Like, I don't know. It just didn't hit me with me well. I didn't like how humans were acting like Power Rangers in a Godzilla movie. Do you know what I mean? Now, let's finish off the Japanese ones. Shin Godzilla is a freaking amazing movie. I don't care what you say. It is a good modern day Godzilla movie, so I'm putting it in B tier. When I say B tier, I mean very high B tier. It is the highest in the B tier because it is a very, very good movie. Now, -1, I'm putting this in S tier. I'm putting it above the original, which sounds like, how dare you do something like that? But I'm putting it above the original because it's a new modern version of the original, and I honestly like the Godzilla design more, and just kind of how realistic this Godzilla was and only able to do one atomic breath at a time made so much sense, and I just really loved it. Love watching it in black and white. I love watching it in any version I can, and it's a amazing movie. I could watch it like again, over and over again, and I have no problem. Now, the first ever Godzilla made by the United States I don't want, why? That's supposed to be in there. We're going down here, and we're going to put it in F tier. Actually, no, very bottom, D tier. It's a good movie. I generally like the movie, but it's not really a Godzilla movie. So I'm putting it in D tier. I'm not going to put it in F tier because those two movies, I just like, no. But that one's like, okay, I could watch it if I had to watch it. You got it. You get what I'm saying? Now, Godzilla 2014. Mind you, this was the first ever Godzilla movie I saw in theaters. I saw it, I think, on opening day. And it was amazing. I just like, it was so cool. So I'm putting in A tier. I'm going to put it, I think, semi-high A tier. Because it was just like, this means a lot to me. Like, this is my, like, I literally got to watch all these movies come out. And it's like, just amazing. Now, some of these are going to be a little like, but okay. Godzilla King of the Monsters, I'm putting in S tier. Yeah, that sounds weird, but I'm putting in S tier, very high S tier too. Just for the mere fact that I really, really, really love this movie. Can you go up higher? That'd be nice. There you go. That's good. So it is an amazing movie. I love it a lot. It is one of my favorites, especially how they did Ghidorah. Ghidorah in that movie was awesome. I could, like I said, watch that movie over and over and over again. It was just so freaking good. Now, I will put Godzilla versus Kong in B tier and put it top B tier, or not B tier, A tier, because that movie was also really freaking good. Watching Kong and Godzilla, now a lot more generally better Kong, and not one that has electrical powers, but has an axe. And this one was a lot more fair of a fight, and actually had a decent story for both of them. And not including Mechagodzilla was reintroduced in this one, and how they did Mechagodzilla was pretty good. I liked it. I liked how he looked, and it was just generally really, really a good movie, and it's definitely one of my favorite Godzilla movies ever. Now, GXK. I know a lot of people are like, hey, it was too like the originals, because this really isn't like the originals, but it is like the originals. And I get that people have some kind of dislike for it, but I generally love this movie. This movie was amazing, so I'm putting it in A tier, but I'm putting it very high A tier. Can I move? Yeah, there you go. Putting it very high A tier. Is it better than Godzilla vs. Kong? Probably not. I mean, in some aspects it is, but it's not. But I just love the movie so much. Honestly, that's my Godzilla ranking right there. So, highest is obviously Godzilla vs. Destroy. If that's not one of your favorite Godzilla movies, you're insane. Like, you're just crazy. If that's not one of your favorite Godzilla movies, you're absolutely nuts. And, of course, top A tier is Godzilla vs. Kong. Top B tier is Shin Godzilla. Top C tier is Destroy All Monsters. Top D tier is Modern Galaxy Monsters Season 1. And then F tier is the ones I just do not like. It's just no, thank you. It's just, they were weird, and I did not enjoy them really at all. But that's just my opinion. You perfectly are allowed to dislike it. I don't really care if you dislike it or not. But that's, in my opinion, my list in Godzilla movies. If you like this video, consider subscribing. I'll be doing more stuff like this in the very much so near future. Hope to see you guys in the next one.